Tish can't believe it. You know, we'll see when Liz Johnson gets on our top seed. She actually picked up the 710 again this week, last week and this week.
Unbelievable. And
Absolutely.
She shot at the 7-pin each time and boom, bounced it out. Here's our PWBA millionaires. Tish, third on the list. Leanne just joining them last week, fourth. Great shot by Tish, making the adjustment. Looks like she moved a little left, a little more direct up the lane.
Well, that's something that she told us, Carolyn, she's been working on. Is now she leads by 12 pins to 4 frames, that she's been working to try to be able to play more direct, because she's one who always liked to go left or away with the ball.
She likes to float the ball off her hand to the left, and she's really been trying to practice to stay more up the back of it and a little more square through the head. She says ball conserves energy, gets a little more pop on the back. Another great shot by Tish.
Well, we'll take a quick break and then return with more semifinal action. Through 4.5 frames, Tish Johnson is out in front by 22 pins. Stay with us. And while we were away, Tish Johnson threw 2 more strikes. Kim Adler another 10-pin. This time she spared it and then tripped a 4. So right now, Johnson in the lead by 32 pins. Make it 42.
Tish just has the look, just like Liz Johnson was saying last night. Hey, I was able to play my comfort zone the last 2 weeks. Guess what? Tish made the same comment. She's in her comfort zone. That's what she likes to do. She's worked at trying to make it a little more versatile for herself. Here's the result.
Kim Adler won earlier this year. That was the 3rd event of the year. High again.
That was a great example of how 1-2 hooked all week. When you got it there early, though, this is the result. Get it off your hand. You got it a little right early. Boom. Bounce through the nose. The hook really hooked off 1-2.
So she will attempt to convert the 610 this time, and she does. And we talked about that heartbreaking finish for Marcia Kamrowski. What a bad break she had, even though she threw the last 4. Carolyn there in 7th. Marianne actually 4th in average, but only 8 wins.
Yeah, she had a big 279 game to move herself up, too. Dee Dee Davidson coming back this season strong, making the finals from a back injury. Kelly Kulick, our reigning Rookie of the Year.
Kim Adler now in the 7th frame, trailing by 42 pins. She almost is in a must-strike situation. And that's a repeat of what we saw in lane 19 while we were at break. Tripping that 4.
A little more direct up the lane. Gets the break.
Well, you're talking about all the changes Tish has made. Oh, and she leaves the 7-pin. Carolyn, one of the things that she did this week was she went to lighter equipment the last day.
Very last day, she used a 14-pound bowling ball, and I said to her, "You did?" She said, "I've been practicing with it at home a little bit," and she told us why.
Yeah, the question is, does it take away from her carry? She covers it up, but as you said, Carolyn, she told us why earlier, why she decided to use that 14-pound bowling ball.
Well, I needed to move a little bit left, and with the stuff I was using, it was just hooking a little bit too soon. So with 14, I can get the ball down the lane a little bit quicker, and it goes down the lane further, and it reacts a lot better, and it saves up energy.
Seems to be saving enough energy tonight so far. Now, because of the fact that she's able to oftentimes keep a good angle into the pocket, it's easier with a 14-pound ball than if she had to play deeper, correct?
It is. I mean, angle of entry is very important. And one thing that she realizes too is with the 14-pound equipment, she's able to move left, throw it harder, and get the result she wants.
Almost a result she didn't want.
Look at this on the same lane, but gets the 7 out this time. I did ask her, though, tonight she's throwing 15 pounds.
Oh, she is?
Yes, she is. I asked her on the break.
Okay. And did she say why?
She said because they were tighter when she started, and she felt she needed a little bit of roll and a slower ball speed. And as before Kim's match, I asked her again, have they changed for you at all? And like I said, she said, yes, I think they're getting even a little tighter in the back and in the middle. So she will stay with the 15-pound equipment, she said, until she feels like she has to throw it harder. Going a little more direct on that lane, not getting it, not bumping it to the right to hit the dry, leaves the 4-pin.
Look at the averages for the television pairs you mentioned earlier. Leanne Barrett with the highest, 227. Rachel and Perez and Kim Adler in the 220s.
Unbelievable. And this week it was amazing that people were averaging 227 and they weren't winning matches.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
You know, Tish shot 300 over, or 293 over, and she won 3 matches. I mean, that's unheard of.
That is pretty amazing.
Here at the Pasadena Open, 13 of the top 24 players averaged 220 or better. That's a pretty good week. 24 700 plus series, 2 300 games. Maxine Nabel and Carol Giannotti Block. I think there's an Australian thing going. And 42 times a player bowled over. I mean, that's just amazing.
That's crazy.
That's high scoring.
Kim Adler led the field with 4 of those 24 700s. She had 4 this week.
Oh, trips it on the left lane again.
Well, she has that left lane going, lane 19. She sure has figured out how to trip the 4, but 20 seems to be a mystery to her. And she doesn't realize that it's the 10th frame.
Oh. She's saying so soon? She wants another frame. And Tish is laughing at her. Oh, sure, Tish. It's easy to laugh at somebody when you're ahead by 40 or so.
Oh, sorry, but this is good. Tish is trying to turn around so Kim Adler can't see that she's laughing, but it's okay. Kim can laugh at herself on this one as well.
I think Kim's very happy with her performance this week. She made a few changes, and it really paid off for her.
Yeah, she wished she could have just bowled the match on lane 19. So Tish Johnson will advance, but first when we return, Queens and Championship Tournament information on this week's WIBC Extra Frames.